thinking about and missing several loved ones who could not join us. Some of them could not make the journey, like Mia's grandparents, Clifford and Phyllis Carr. And we remember the loving support today of family members who have passed away, especially Mia's sister, Stephanie Breitkoff, her grandfather, Irving Breitkoff, and my grandparents, Bill Lane and Janet and Bernard Farnham. We'd like to take a moment to honor all those who couldn't be here today with a short silence. Thank you. Now, all of you know that Mia and I have been together for a long time. We started dating basically as children. Both of us were just 17 years old, and I know that some of you expected we would be married a long time ago. When my niece Camille found out we were getting married, she was surprised because she thought that had already happened. That said, our relationship has not been a straight line. We endured 5 years of living apart from one another while in college, growing independently. And when we moved to Philadelphia, we had to learn about each other all over again as adults. It wasn't easy work. We grew to communicate more lovingly, care for each other more deeply than we'd imagined we could. And when we got to the point where we truly understood each other, we realized we were ready. We didn't want to get married just because it made sense or seemed like the thing we ought to do. We wanted our marriage to be a choice that we made consciously. We both believe in romance, and we wouldn't do this if we did not feel passion for one another. But we also understand that what holds us together and will sustain us is the knowledge that we chose to live this life together. Not because it's what we should do or what it's expected, but because it's what we want. Now, as I said, there is no officiant here, and so we'd like to ask all of you to take on that role for a moment, to ask us some important questions about the commitment I've just been talking about. If you all look in your programs, would you please recite together the questions in bold under, well, should you stand? Maybe you should stand. Yeah. Thank you, Bishop Dad. If you all please recite together the questions in bold under Mia and Jeremy consent to marry, we will answer.
Mia, will you take Jeremy to be your husband, to live together in marriage?
I will.
Jeremy, will you take Mia to be your wife, to live together in marriage?
I will.
Do you promise to lovingly honor, comfort, and support each other through all life's troubles and trials and joys and celebrations?
We do.
Will you be faithful to one another as long as you both live?
We will.
How invested in us?
Now, as you recall, we believe that marriage is not simply an agreement between the two of us, but something taken up within the context of our community. So, having asked you here today to bear witness to our commitment, we have some questions for you as well. Please answer as indicated by the bold text. You could theoretically say something different, but I'm betting.
We want you to say what we
you
tell
will. Okay, ready?
Do you, our community, pledge to support us in the vows we will make today, to hold us to our word and remind us of our promises?
We will.
Will you help us in times of need?
We will.
Will you celebrate with us when life brings us joy?
We will.
Will you grieve with us when life brings us sadness?
We will.
Will you hold us in your hearts, no matter the time or distance separating us?
We will.
And finally,
Will you allow us to reciprocate these gifts of love when you are in need of them?
We will.
Thank you. Now let's sing Earth and All Stars.
flashing cymbals, sing to the Lord a new song. Our flute and loud humming cello, sing to the Lord a new song. God has done marvelous things. I too sing praises with a new song. Classrooms and loud boiling test tubes, sing to the Lord a new song. Athletes and band, loud cheering people, sing to the Lord a new song. God has done marvelous things. I too sing praises with a new song. Knowledge and truth, loud sounding wisdom, sing to the Lord a new song. Daughters and sons, sisters and brothers, sing to the Lord a new song. God has done marvelous things. I too sing praises with a new song.
I'm Melissa, Mia's sister, and I'm doing a reading today. It's called A New World by Mark Twain. This will be the mightiest day in the history of our lives, the holiest and the most generous towards us both. For it makes of two fractional lives a whole. It gives to two purposeless lives a work, and doubles the strength of each, whereby to perform it. It gives to two questioning natures a reason for living, and something to live for. It will give a new gladness to the sunshine, a new fragrance to the flowers, a new beauty to the earth, a new mystery to life. It will give a new revelation to love, a new depth to sorrow, a new impulse to worship. In that day, the scales will fall from our eyes, and we shall look upon a new world.
I'm Emily, I'm Jeremy's sister, and I'm doing the second reading today from the Song of Solomon. My beloved speaks and says to me, "Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. For now the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth its figs, and the vines are in blossom. They give forth fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is strong as death, passion fierce as the grave. Its flashes are flashes of fire, a raging flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods drown it. If one offered for love all the wealth of one's house, it would be utterly scorned."
I'm Emily, I'm Mia's sister. But I'm going to face you. That's more appropriate, if I don't cry. So this is called Union by Robert Fulghum.